Johnny here. Right now I'm in Tanzania on our small group tour safari. And what I want to do in this short video is show you the accommodation that we use on this trip. It's been my experience that most of the best accommodation for safaring in East Africa is set up for tailor-made customers. That's to say, small lodges and small tented camps, while most of the groups use the big lodges and drive around in minibuses, which does not give you the best safari experience. So what we've tried to do on this tour is mirror the tailor-made option, which, as I say, is small lodges and small tented camps. So I'm going to show you all about the accommodation on this trip.
So looking at the map of the tour, you can see that the trip starts and finishes in Arusha in northern Tanzania. From here it takes you on a journey through the Tarangire National Park, known for its game, its spectacular undulating landscapes and its iconic baobab trees, and on into the extraordinary Ngorongoro crater, Africa's largest candela and home to an extraordinary array of wildlife. From there we hit the wide open plains of perhaps Africa's most famous park, the vast Serengeti, before returning to Arusha. So starting here, we stay at the wonderful Arumu River Lodge, situated in a lush tropical garden where you get your first glimpse of wildlife in the form of two dik-diks that have made the place their home. There's a characterful lounge, indoor and outdoor dining, a swimming pool and 26 stylish rooms. This forms a great place to spend a couple of nights to acclimatise before we head off on our adventure. Next up is the first of 4 tented camps, the wonderful Maaninga Camp. Situated spectacularly on a ridge overlooking Lake Manyara, it has incredible views which are just perfect for enjoying a nice sundowner. This relatively small camp has a restaurant and bar plus 16 spacious ensuite tents, all of which also enjoy the enormous vista. And when we say tents, remember, all these tented camps offer tents that are more like luxury rooms, with a shower, basins, loos, great lighting, balconies and other mod cons. Now leaving the Tarangire National Park, we head to the Ngorongoro district, where we stay at the 16-room Bashai Lodge. Again offering great views, this time up towards the rim of the crater. There's a nice restaurant, a spacious bar area, a swimming pool, a spa and some lovely rooms, again all of which are en suite. Bashai Lodge makes for a great location from which to visit the crater, but also have some wonderful cultural interaction with the Hadzabe people, one of the last true hunter-gatherer communities left on the planet. Now heading into the vast stretches of the Serengeti, game driving as we go, we stay at Ulivi Camp. Another spectacularly located camp sitting on a granite rock in the lee of another dormant volcano in the heart of a Maasai community. There are 17 luxury tents, all with great views and excellent facilities. From here, accompanied by our Maasai hosts, we will go for a walk up the hill to the west, where we can again watch the sunset and enjoy a spectacular sundowner. Having spent another day enjoying the extraordinary game that the Serengeti offers, we'll stay at Tooro Plains. As the smallest of all our camps, with only 14 tents, it offers one of the most intimate experiences of the tour. The tents are beautifully curated, as with all lodges and camps, providing twin, single or double accommodation, with a bar, a nice restaurant, a terrace for the ubiquitous sundowner and a lovely swimming pool in which you can relax after a long day's game viewing. And finally we come to Gmeti Camp, another 16 tent camp. It has a spacious bar, restaurant and sun terrace, as well as excellent tents, as usual, all of which are en suite with private balconies. From here we take both a night game drive and an early morning bushwalk, culminating in a fabulous bush breakfast down by the river, where, if you're lucky, you'll be sharing your space with hippos, buffaloes and waterbuck. Other things to mention is that the food on this tour is great. The transport in converted Toyota Land Cruisers is perfect both for longer journeys where everyone has their own comfortable seat and with the roof up for game viewing, and our guides and tour leaders are superbly knowledgeable, informative and great fun. I said at the beginning of this short film that when setting up this trip, our mission was to curate a trip that was as good for a small group as it was for a tailor-made traveller. Having now experienced this trip myself, I'm certain that we have achieved just that. And if you don't believe me, have a listen to a few of our clients.
Well, the trip to Tanzania was just fantastic, well beyond my expectations.
It's our first time in Africa, it's our first time south of the equator, and I think it's been more than we could have expected.
Just the number of encounters, the proximity, the big five, 150 plus bird species. I mean, the list goes on.
The accommodations have been fantastic. My favorite have been the tented accommodations.
They are certainly the nicest tents that I have ever been in. Proper toilets, hot and cold running water, nice showers, and some pretty good food along the way too.
Yeah. I've stayed in tented camps before, and most of them have been as good, if not better, than what I've stayed in before.
Yeah, superb actually.
Yeah.
The guides in Tanzania have been really wonderful.
It feels like they care about your experience, and they're not just trying to rush through it. They want to make sure that you get out of it what you're looking to get out of it.
Their experience and understanding is just phenomenal, and their driving expertise, their knowledge, they're great guys, and it was probably two of the best guides we've ever had, I would think.
We've done a lot of travel, and we've always kind of planned everything out to the nth degree, which can be quite tedious and stressful, and it takes a lot of time. So this was really our first trip ever where all that's taken care of.
There are a lot of reasons why I like Wild Frontiers. I know what I'm getting. I know that I've had a good experience with the 5 different trips that I've taken with Wild Frontiers. So I know it's very predictable, and I know there's a certain level of quality that I can expect.
Group travel for independent people.
Yeah.